Hello there, curious minds. Ever thought about loneliness? Not in humans, but in the most unexpected things around us. Intriguing, isn't it? In this journey, we're not talking about the solitude felt by humans or animals, but rather, we're exploring the concept of loneliness in a very different context. Imagine a single tree in a vast desert, a spacecraft in the infinite expanse of space, or an island isolated in the middle of an ocean. These are just a few examples of what we're about to explore. It's a fascinating subject that will make you think about loneliness in a completely new light. You might even find yourself looking at the world around you with a fresh perspective. So buckle up as we delve into the strange and fascinating world of the 6 things you didn't know were lonely. Imagine being the only living thing in a vast desert. That's what it feels like for the solitary tree in the Sahara Desert. This lone tree, a testament to resilience and survival, stands tall against the harsh desert winds and scorching sun. You might wonder, how does it manage to survive in such an extreme environment? The secret lies in its deep roots that penetrate the desert soil, reaching water sources deep beneath the surface. It's a remarkable adaptation to an incredibly hostile environment. Yet, despite its resilience, the tree leads a solitary existence. It stands alone in an expanse of sand, without the company of other trees or any form of life for miles and miles. It's the only splash of green in a sea of monotonous beige. This solitary tree isn't just surviving, it's thriving, and in doing so, it paints a poignant picture of solitude. It's a silent sentinel, bearing witness to the passage of time and the relentless march of the desert sands. The solitary tree in the Sahara Desert, then, is a symbol of resilience and survival, but also of profound loneliness. It's a stark reminder of the beauty and harshness of nature, of life's ability to survive against all odds, and of the deep isolation that can come with being unique. Quite a lonely existence, wouldn't you agree? Next, we take a leap from the Earth to the far reaches of space with the Voyager spacecrafts. Imagine being on a journey that's been ongoing for decades, with no end in sight. That's the reality for these 2 intrepid explorers, Voyager 1 and Voyager 2. Launched in the late 1970s, these spacecrafts have been traveling towards the outer edges of our solar system and beyond for over 40 years. Their mission? To study the farthest reaches of our solar system and send valuable data back to Earth. But here's the catch. They're doing it all alone. Far beyond the reach of human contact, facing the vast, cold expanse of space, they continue their journey. The Voyager spacecrafts are not just lonely, they are the epitome of loneliness. With each passing day, they're getting farther and farther away from us. Their only companions are the stars and the silent void of the cosmos. These spacecrafts are the ultimate loners on a solo mission that's taken them billions of miles away from home. Now think about this. The Voyager spacecrafts were built by humans, launched by humans, and despite being so far away, they're still connected to us. They carry with them a golden record, a time capsule filled with sounds and images that portray the diversity of life and culture on Earth. It's a message meant for any extraterrestrial life that might find them, a message from a lonely species on a blue dot in the cosmos. A solo journey into the unknown. That's a level of loneliness hard to comprehend. From outer space, we come back to Earth, to an island that's all alone in the vast Pacific Ocean. Isn't it fascinating how this tiny speck of land has managed to carve out a niche for itself amidst the infinite blue expanse? This island is a testament to nature's resilience and adaptability. Despite being isolated from the rest of the world, it has fostered a unique ecosystem, a veritable treasure trove of biodiversity. This island has its own set of rules, its own rhythm, and its own version of reality. It's a world within a world, a testament to the wonders of evolution and the tenacity of life. Despite the world racing ahead, the island remains largely untouched by human intervention. It stands as a silent observer, a guardian of its own solitude. It's a place where time seems to have stood still, where the cacophony of the modern world fades into the background, replaced by the symphony of nature. An island to itself, in the middle of nowhere. Sounds like a lonely existence, doesn't it? Now, imagine being the only person in the world who can speak a particular language. Picture it for a moment. A language that has traveled through generations, survived wars and migrations, and shaped countless human experiences, now rests solely on your shoulders. It's a fascinating yet melancholic thought, isn't it? This is the reality for some people out there, those who are the last speakers of their language. Language extinction is not a new phenomenon. It's a natural process that has been happening for centuries. As societies evolve, so do languages. Some survive and adapt, while others gradually fade away. But what happens when a language has only one speaker left? The loneliness of being the last speaker of a language is hard to fathom. You are the sole guardian of a linguistic heritage, a bearer of stories, traditions, and a unique way of viewing the world. But who can you share this with? Who will understand? The conversations, the jokes, the nuances of expression. These elements of a language that are so deeply social and connecting suddenly become isolating. Moreover, it's not just about the words and grammar. Each language carries a unique worldview, a distinct way of interpreting and interacting with our surroundings. So when the last person who speaks a language passes away, it's not just the language that dies. A unique worldview, a distinct lens through which to understand the world, passes with them. Now that's a profound kind of loneliness. Finally, let us shine a light on a beacon of solitude, a lighthouse. Lighthouses, often perched on remote cliffs or solitary islands, serve as guiding stars for sailors navigating the treacherous seas. From afar, they seem like steadfast sentinels, silently watching over the ceaseless ebb and flow of the ocean. The primary function of a lighthouse is to emit light. But it's not just any light. It's a life-saving beacon, a signal cutting through the thickest fog and darkest night, guiding lost vessels towards safety. Yet despite its crucial role, the lighthouse stands alone, often miles away from the nearest human habitation. Imagine being a lighthouse keeper, living in the shadow of this towering structure, with the relentless sea as your only companion. The life of a lighthouse keeper is one of solitude and routine. Their duty is to ensure the light never goes out, a task that requires constant vigilance. It's a lonely job, but one that holds great responsibility. The keeper's vigilance can mean the difference between life and death for seafarers. The lighthouse, with its solitary existence and the lonely life of its keeper, epitomizes isolation. Yet it also symbolizes hope and resilience. It stands as a testament to the human capacity to endure and remain steadfast despite the odds. A single light against the vast darkness, standing alone, a symbol of solitude. And there you have it, 6 unexpected embodiments of loneliness. From the solitary tree braving the harsh desert to the Voyager spacecrafts drifting alone in the vast expanse of space, loneliness takes on many forms. We've explored the solitary splendor of the lonely island and marveled at the isolation of the lone lighthouse, standing sentinel over desolate waters. We've also delved into the poignant solitude of the last speaker of a language, carrying an entire culture's heritage in their voice, and the lone lighthouse, a beacon of safety in the midst of tumultuous seas. Each of these examples tells a tale of resilience and survival, painting a picture of loneliness that's as awe-inspiring as it is melancholic. In the end, loneliness can be seen not just as a state of isolation, but also as a testament to endurance and the indomitable spirit of existence. Whether in the vast desert, the infinite cosmos, or the realm of human language and culture, these instances of loneliness remind us of the incredible diversity and depth of our world. What do you think about these lonely existences? Do share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious. Finally, let's talk about something closer to home. Loneliness in a relationship. A paradox, isn't it? Being with someone, yet feeling alone. It's a type of loneliness that's complex and often misunderstood. While the desert tree, the Voyager spacecrafts, the lonely island, the last speaker of a language, and the lone lighthouse are all physically isolated, loneliness in a relationship represents an emotional isolation. A disconnect that occurs not due to physical distance, but emotional distance. It could be the result of unmet expectations, lack of communication, or a deep-seated emotional disconnect that's hard to pinpoint. It's a quiet struggle, often hidden behind smiling pictures and outward appearances of togetherness. But remember, it's okay to feel this way, and it's more common than you might think. It's also okay to seek help. Reach out to a trusted friend, a family member, or a professional. because in the end, we're all in this together. Remember, even when you feel lonely, you're never truly alone in this journey.